I liked the idea so much of these two women at very different stages in their lives and careers and how they come together and influence each other's lives.
You're making it really hard.
You don't know what hard is. You got plucked off the internet at what, 20? You just got lucky.
Hi, my name is Kathleen Felix-Hager, and I'm the costume designer for Hacks. I started creating the mood boards for Jean's character in particular on Pinterest, which I find so helpful. I found inspiration in a color palette initially and wanted to represent her character in the two different aspects of her life, on stage and off stage. But I didn't want it to be derivative of anything we'd seen on any other existing comedian. I know people have referenced Joan Rivers, Phyllis Diller, and they're sort of minor inspirations. I really wanted to give Deborah Vance her own identity. She was really game to mix up the patterns. It's not her particular aesthetic, so it was really fun, I think, for her to, it helped her become Deborah. I think it helped her understand who Deborah was. Like, I love that when she went to the pizza parlor and she has the leopard print with a different scale of a leopard print with red together, and sometimes she would sort of give me a side eye look and say, I don't know about this one, but then she would walk on set and people would, think she looked amazing. So then, little by little, she started to trust me more.
I'm sorry, did I do something to offend you?
Other than walk those chimney sweep boots on my silk rug? No?
Ava was the trickier character. It was really important to get her look authentically LA. And Hannah Einbinder, who plays Ava, walked in to the first fitting with those Doc Marten boots, and I just knew that they had to be a part of Ava's wardrobe. And it's sort of like Ava has like 3 pairs of shoes, really. She has her Doc Martens, and she has a pair of vintage Nike Cortez trainers that she wears, and then she has her fancy Fenty Puma. So we sort of built from the ground up for Ava. That first off, it was a bit tricky because it had to say so much without dialogue, and we were actually only on the back of the character for that first really long shot when she's on stage and walks behind stage and back to her dressing room. So I found that coat, and it was a multicolored coat, and it just reflected the light so beautifully. And I loved the fact that it was sort of this ombre multicolored coat. So subtly, I hope to sort of let you know that this woman has many facets to herself. So it was sort of the embodiment of that idea that this woman is multifaceted and many things.
Oh, the shoes. Yes, Marcus, help me here. Do I wear the lower heel, which I know I can walk in, or do I go with the fabulous stiletto? Aren't they gorgeous?
Beautiful. I think the low heel. The paint's not worth it.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, it's always super fun when you see shout outs to costume design for me in the script, and you want to do justice to it. And this particular moment of the high heel or the more comfortable shoe was such a pivotal moment in the story, and for Deborah in particular, her character. So when you see her step on stage in that wordless shot of her just walking on stage in the high heeled Jimmy shoes, it's one of my favorite shots, actually.
So cool they let you move into a cheesecake factory.
Is that where you wait tables? That seems like a better fit.
I'd rather sling bang bang chicken and shrimp all day than work here, you classist monster.
I really initially wanted them to be so different when we meet them. And Ava's look is, her Doc Martens and a pair of high-waisted pants and just a simple gray t-shirt, a vintage t-shirt. And for Ava, she doesn't really know what she's walking into. She knows she's going to a job interview, but to her, that's a very acceptable way to present yourself, completely authentically her. She's herself. And this is the first time I think we see her in her home environment. And I worked really closely with John Carlos to mimic the color palette in that room for the first time we see Deborah. So you really get a sense that she's owning that environment completely, and that Hannah definitely is a fish out of water.
And I know that you like to say that actually my career is my favorite child. That's not true. I like you both the same.
I guess my favorite costume is that black dress that she wears at DJ's birthday party. And we really wanted to make her as sexy as we could and yet she was completely covered. The reason why I love that dress so much is because it was a very inexpensive dress that we sort of recut and remade. I just love that you can take something, affordable for most people and make it look so beautiful. So I really do love that dress on her.